what are your thoughts on buying Starbucks?
I hate Starbucks. I hate everything about Starbucks. So I would say don't buy Starbucks because they're a corporate behemoth that's lost all soul in every way, shape, or form. And anytime you go in,
Holiday drinks just came out though.
Oh, you know what? I'm here to shit on all the pumpkin spice ladies. I think Starbucks is like a perfect example of what's wrong with society today, which is we had a corner coffee shop that our barista knew our name. They wrote it down correctly. We maybe knew the owner. We had walked in there multiple times. The place is clean on the outside. It felt like a third place. That was Starbucks' original idea before. And now you walk into a Starbucks and, I mean, have you guys been in one lately?
Jack goes all the time.
Oh gosh, Jack's the
What's
problem.
it like, Jack?
It's only $3.52 for a venti coffee. Okay, how am I supposed to say no to that value?
You have principles and morals for small business.
So you're telling me to skip out on the behemoth and go to the small business?
Yeah, and I don't think that you have a price differential. I bet the small business actually has super comparable prices, if not even slightly less, because you don't have brand awareness. So they can charge you more because their brand is more well known. Last time I was here, I went to a local coffee shop and loved it. It was like motorcycles.
In defense of Starbucks, they're everywhere. There's no guarantee that
it is the closest coffee shop to my house.
Okay.
Is a Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I just don't think you're going to get rich by saving from buying Starbucks. That I know we differ on. But I also think that Starbucks is a perfect example of like how we lost the soul of Main Street and everything that we're pushing back against.
Does it matter if you lose a soul? If consumers get, let's just say, a superior product or the same product at a lower price? Same thing like Walmart coming in. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they ruin the small businesses, but you're able to get all these items at like 50% less than it would cost you somewhere else.
Well, I think Walmart is an interesting model because Walmart's model is price return to users, right? That is like, it is literally a low cost offering. That is what Walmart lives and dies by. And I have a lot of respect for Sam Walton. His book's incredible if you haven't read Sam's biography. But that's different than Starbucks because what happens with most others? I mean, we see it right now with prices across industry. Netflix takes over a huge market share. They lower costs for a period. And then what do? They eventually increase costs because we need to have increased margin, because we have public companies, because we have quarterly results. And so, yeah, if all Starbucks did was continue to lower prices across the board, maybe that would be good. And you would know that you were choosing the low cost option. But I think that's a fallacy that's actually what happens. What happens is brand becomes known and then they end up increasing their margin, which is what you've seen at Starbucks. And then eventually you get an inferior product because it is hard, I think, on scale at large to continue to serve customers well.
That is true. They do sell their brand, and relatively speaking, their coffee isn't that inexpensive. Like, $3.50 for just a coffee is pretty wild.
Yeah.
What do you think about those companies like Erewhon or those other like crazy expensive grocery stores that you buy a water and it's like $9?
That's funny.
I mean, it serves a product and a customer segment, certainly. But I mean, I think we have a friend, Khalil, who owns a company called Sun Life Organics, which is a smoothie shop. They have something called the $1 Million Smoothie that I think is a $47 smoothie, which is like bananas.
What does it have in it?
Gold. I don't actually know what is in it. I've never bought that smoothie. But
try.
You think I feel like you should
just
do
it once.
Yeah.
You have to do it once.
You got to get one.
He convinces everyone to do what he doesn't do.
Oh, okay. He wants to be rich. And then
let me
all of us
taste it.
spend.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with people serving a market, but and like Erewhon's market is this. People go there for what? The Hailey Bieber smoothie.
Yeah.
Again, good for them. And if she can market something that expensive, that's amazing. It's probably not going to be what I buy. Actually, Tanner gets mad at me all the time because I come on a show like this and they're like, "Tell me what you like to spend your money on." And my answer is always like, "I hire more people and buy more laundromats." He's like, "That is so uninteresting to young people today." They're like, "Where's the car? You're good. You're a card guy. You show that online." I'm not that interesting because I think the most interesting thing to spend your money on is like impact. Like, where could I grow the next thing and leave a little bit of a legacy with like the businesses we have, the people that we hire. I wish I liked fancy. I guess I have a nice watch. I don't know if that counts.
Although really quick, I just want to say before we go into that, for those that aren't aware, I got a coffee company. It's called bankrollcoffee.com, and our goal is to bring you the highest quality coffee at the most affordable price. But in doing so, I had to find the right e-commerce platform to use. And that, of course, is where our sponsor, Shopify, is there to help. Shopify is the #1 checkout on the planet, with less carts going abandoned and way more sales going
For example, Shopify is a service called Shop Pay that lets customers save their email address, credit card, shipping, and billing information, which boosts conversions up to 50%.
And if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are strolling or scrolling, whether that's on the web, in your store, in a feed, or anything in between. All in all, nobody is selling better than Shopify. So if you want the same checkout that Bankroll Coffee uses, sign up for a $1 trial period at shopify.com/ICH, all lowercase. Again, that's shopify.com/ICH to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/ICH with the link down below in the description.
Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this episode, and back to the podcast.